Hey everyone, this is our Capricorn. Today I will be discussing how Capricorns deal with conflict. I'm going to start off by saying that Capricorns honestly try to stay far away from any chaos, any conflicts. We just really try to avoid it at all costs. Capricorns don't like dealing with chaotic situations. We really don't like the side that it brings out of us. Capricorns, we would rather just be peaceful, keep to ourselves, be with just people that we love and people who we trust. And for the most part, for the extreme most part, Capricorns stay away from drama-filled people and situations. But, I mean, come on, we're all normal. We're all humans. Everybody has some kind of conflict that arises in their lives at some point. So this video is just going to give you a general way on how Capricorns deal with conflict. The first thing that a Capricorn will probably do is retreat into our shell. Capricorns more than likely will just isolate ourselves. We honestly just have to take that time to step back and analyze what is happening around us. Capricorns will just prefer to remove ourselves out of that kind of situation. Capricorns don't like reacting instantly to chaos or situations that has brought up conflict because it's just going to cause more chaos and confusion. Capricorn that is not taking that time to breathe and just collect ourselves after we're faced with something is just not a good Capricorn to be around. Let me just say, Capricorns try our hardest to remain calm when conflict arises because we know ourselves. We know our attitude, we know our temper, and it's honestly something that we try to stay away from. Capricorns can panic and spaz out in a hot second and just turn into a completely different person that you just saw 2 seconds ago. So it's just best for Capricorns to just be by ourselves and be able to collect our thoughts and our feelings and just regroup and come back to the situation. Trust me, it's just best for everyone involved. Taking that step back is just extremely important for us. Now, if a Capricorn has exploded in the midst of a situation, it is really hard for us to go back from that. Capricorn angry is a whole different story from what you've probably ever seen from that Capricorn. It's not a person that you've experienced when you're with that Capricorn. So instead of getting to that point where you see that side of us, we just rather be by ourselves. A Capricorn will more than likely seek out an outside opinion. Now, when I say this, Capricorns are not just going around spilling out our hearts to random people. We're not trying to just tell our business and make the other person look bad. We're honestly seeking out genuine advice from people who we deem as genuine in our life. We are definitely seeking that guidance from someone who we truly trust. This has to be an unbiased person who has nothing to gain or lose from us seeking advice from them. Capricorns will seek out this trusted person only because we really want to know if we're wrong or not. Most Capricorns, me, myself, and many Capricorns that I know, we don't have an issue going to that person and asking them, was I wrong in this situation? Could I have done something wrong? Was it really my fault? We're not too big to go and seek out that kind of advice. And it actually helps us in the end because we're able to get that outside opinion, and it also helps us reevaluate our own situation. Doing this is also very important for a Capricorn because we're really not in the business of letting meaningful relationships just slip through our fingertips. If you mean something to a Capricorn, maybe I should have said this in the beginning. This video is specifically for Capricorns who are dealing with conflicts with people who are close to us, because people on the outside that we get in conflicts with are totally different from people who we actually value in our life. So if we're able to mend that relationship and resolve anything that happened between us, we're willing to do that. If we are wrong, we can find common ground. Capricorns are always willing to compromise with those who we love. We don't just toss you to the side because we got into an argument. Capricorns will actually try to reach out to you and just see what could be done differently. And this leads me into my next point. We like to deal with conflicts after we've cooled down, after we've sought our second opinion. We will more than likely want to just deal with it head on. Let's just get it over with. Let's just deal with it and just be done with it. Once a Capricorn is able to rationally talk to you and be able to sit down and be mature about the situation, we have no issue talking it out, trying to resolve whatever happened and get our relationship back on track. If a Capricorn deems you as important in our life, then we definitely want to be able to talk to you. Because if we don't, Capricorns will dwell on that conflict and whatever beef y'all had until it eats us alive. Capricorns, we honestly care about people who we've grown bonds with and close people to us. Capricorn genuinely cares. So we're not willing to hold grudges, and we're not willing to just let friendships or intimate relationships go, family members, just because of conflict, especially if it's like the first time. Capricorn, we're not really drama-filled people, and we don't like dealing with conflict. So just getting it over with is really the best thing to do with a Capricorn. We really don't like leaving any wounds open. Once a Capricorn has had that time to cool down and be by ourselves, regroup, we are definitely willing to have that mature sit down with you, conversation with you, in order to get our relationship back on track. And more than likely, we will all come to a sensible resolution. Now, dealing with outside people in conflicts, Capricorn doesn't deal with it. We only give our time and energy to people who we deem as important. Capricorns really don't believe in giving our energy to people who really don't matter. But if we deem you as an important person in our life, we are willing to take that time to actually work things out. So this video really wasn't pertaining to anybody outside of a Capricorn circle. This was more for people who Capricorn have close bonds with, because we don't play about those kind of people in our lives. And even if we have a disagreement, anything can be resolved. Any situation can be talked through. Any situation can be handled in a mature way. And that's all that a Capricorn wants at the end of the day. Now, if you have cut a Capricorn way too deep and you have done the same thing over and over and over again, and the same conflict just keeps arising with you, even if you're important to us, even if we think that you are our bestie, even if we think that we just put you on this pedestal, if the same thing keeps coming up with you and we feel like you're being sneaky, or we feel like we just can't trust you, Capricorns will completely cut you off. And I know I mentioned that Capricorn believes in giving second chances, and most of us do, but we're also not stupid. We know when somebody is taking advantage of our kindness. We know when somebody doesn't appreciate us and just wants to cause chaos in our life, or just wants to be a drama-filled person and just bring all of their bad energy our way. Capricorns will much rather just not deal with those type of people. So yes, while Capricorns do have the ability to forgive and sometimes forget, we don't have the ability to be abused by you over and over and over again without you having any type of sympathy, without you trying to change your behavior and trying to better the relationship that you have with us. Capricorns, we're just not for it. We would just much rather have people in our lives who we don't have constant conflicts with, those who don't bring us drama, and those who don't bring us out of our character, which Capricorn doesn't like. So these were just a few points on how I think Capricorns deal with conflict. As always, I want you guys to leave your opinions down below as to how you think Capricorns deal with conflicts. And if you're a Capricorn, how do you deal with conflict? And if you have dealt with a Capricorn, how do they deal with conflict? Because I know down below, I'm going to get a lot of mixed answers, because everybody has opinions about Capricorns and how we behave and how we really handle things. So I really want to know what you think. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and you'll be sure to hear from me soon. All right, bye-bye.